Okay. Are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Hmm? Yes? Okay. So good morning everyone. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Yes, yes, good morning, Sanya. Good morning, Aditya. Good morning to all of you. Yes, good morning. Yes, Ashlesha, good morning. Yes, Fareha, good morning. Good morning to all of you. Let everyone join. Yes, Samadnya, good morning. Yes, Sarth, good morning. Aditi, good morning. All right. Uh, Fine. Yes, Akash, good morning. One notice is there for you. Now, from this week, you will be asked, of course, in a group, okay, in a group of few people in the classroom, okay, after the lecture नंतर तुम्हाला क्लासरूम मध्ये बोलवलं जाईल तुमचे डाउट्स वगैरे सॉल्व्ह करण्यासाठी. ओके, ज्यांना ज्यांना कॉल येईल त्यांनी त्या दिवशी यायचं. ओके, कोण कोण कुठल्या दिवशी यायचं, ऑल दोज थिंग्स विल बी इन्फॉर्म. बट द नोटिस इज सिम्पली फ्रॉम दिस वीक ऑनवर्ड्स यू विल बी आस्क्ड टू कम टू द क्लासरूम. ओके, इन द ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल. ओके, अगदी थोडी मुलं असतील. त्याच्यामध्ये तुमचे डाउट्स वगैरे सॉल्व्ह केले जातील. ओके, युअर डाउट्स अँड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. कुठले सब्जेक्ट असतील त्या दिवशी ते सुद्धा तुम्हाला इन्फॉर्म केलं जाईल. ओके, सो बाकीच्या डिटेल्स मला तुम्ही लेक्चर मध्ये आता विचारायची गरज नाही. सर तुम्हाला इन्फॉर्म केलं जाईल. ऑल दोज थिंग्स विल बी इन्फॉर्म टू यू. बट द नोटिस इज दॅट of course this is not compulsory. Okay, we know the situation outside, what is the situation outside, so definitely this is not compulsory, but the provision will be made. Okay, पण एक व्यवस्था केली जाईल ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही येऊ शकता इथं आणि डाऊट सॉल्व्ह करू शकता. कोण कुठल्या दिवशी यायचं दॅट विल बी इन्फॉर्म टू यू. ओके, दॅट विल बी इन्फॉर्म टू यू. ओके, इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? जस्ट रिप्लाय मी इन चॅट बॉक्स स्मॉल सी एवरीवन. हम्म 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 येस येस. ओके, नोटीस क्लिअर झाली आम्हाला. ओके, बाकीच्या ज्या काही डिटेल्स आहेत बाळांनो, ओके, या सगळ्या डिटेल्स तुम्हाला इन्फॉर्म केल्या जातील. सो जस्ट डोंट वरी अबाउट दोस. ओके, कुठला सब्जेक्ट असेल, कोण कधी यायचं अँड ऑल दोज थिंग्स, कुठल्या टाइम पासून कुठल्या टाइम पर्यंत, ऑल दोज थिंग्स. ओके, जनरली आफ्टर 12:30 और 2 to 5, 2 ते 5 मध्ये असेल किंवा 12:30 to 5 असेल. ओके, आपलं टायमिंग चेक करायचं, त्या टाइम मध्ये यायचं, डाउट सॉल्व्ह करायचे, दॅट्स इट. ओके, of course this is, let me repeat it again, of course this is not compulsory. Okay, we know what is the situation outside, so it's definitely not compulsory for everyone, but one provision is made. Okay, एक व्यवस्था मात्र केलेली आहे. All right, and one more thing, केमिस्ट्रीच्या लेक्चरचा टाइम सुद्धा तुमचं बाळांनो थोडस आधी शिफ्ट अजून पण केलं जाईल. ओके, बिकॉज थोडस सरांना पण जास्त शिकवायचं आणि तुम्हाला पण माहितीये की चॅप्टर तुम्हाला स्लो शिकवताना थोडासा जो कंटेंट कव्हर करणं गरजेचं आहे तो थोडासा कमी कंटेंट कव्हर होतोय. सो इन दॅट केस थोडासा केमिस्ट्रीच्या लेक्चरचा टाइम सुद्धा मी मॉडिफाय करणार आहे आणि ते सुद्धा मी तुम्हाला आज ग्रुपवरती इन्फॉर्म करेन. ओके, ऑफकोर्स 12:30च्या आधी सगळे लेक्चर संपतील. ओके, बिफोर 12:30 or 12:10, 12:15 किंवा 12:30च्या आधीच लेक्चर संपतील. त्यामुळे असंच काय तुम्हाला अडचण येणार नाहीये फर्दर शेड्यूल मध्ये. ओके, आणि पहिलं जे लेक्चर आहे त्याच एक आय थिंक थोडस मागे शिफ्ट केलं जाईल टायमिंग, बट दॅट इज ओके. कारण तिथं तिथं आपल्याला थोडीशी ऍडिशनल टाइमची बाळांनो गरज आहे सध्या केमिस्ट्रीच्या लेक्चरच्या टाइम मध्ये. ओके, थोडंसं ऍडिशनल टाइम गरजेचा आहे, सो तो आपण अरेंज करूया. चालेल. चलो, टेल मी व्हॉट वॉज द लास्ट पॉइंट. काय केलं होतं आपण मागच्या लेक्चरला? एक्झाम्पल्स काय चालू होतं? तरी झाली आहे का? लास्ट पॉइंट काय होता सांगा मला फक्त. टेल मी. 30. ओके, एक्झाम्पल 30. ओके, चलो. Example 30, sir, we have solved parallel combination of resistors. चलो, example number 31. नुसते एक्झाम्पल बघा या चॅप्टर मध्ये. क्वेश्चन नंबर 31. Question number 31. चलो, solve with me. Find the current passing through the battery and each resistor. Find current through battery and each resistor. Battery and each resistor. Current through battery and each resistor. First resistor, second resistor, this is 2 ohm, this is 3 ohm, this is 6 ohm, thirty volt battery, 30 volt battery. Okay, what you can do is, sir, page number 97, example 30. मॉड्यूलची गरज नाही तुमच्याकडे असण्याची. क्वेश्चन तुम्ही मॉड्यूल मध्ये सोल्युशन बघायची गरज नाहीये, माझ्या बरोबर सॉल्व्ह करायचं आहे. चलो, नाउ the battery is of 30 volt. Battery is of 30 volt. Let's say current given by the battery I. The same current I will flow in this wire. It will come here. This is higher potential terminal. This is lower potential terminal. So current flows from higher to lower. So there are three paths. First is this, second is this, third is this. So there are three paths for the current to flow from higher potential to lower potential from this point to this point. Let's say this current is I1. Let's say this current is I2. Let's say this current is I3. Now this 30 volt, this point potential is equal to this point potential because there is nothing connected in between. या दोघांच्या मध्ये काहीच नाहीये. So या point potential equal to या point potential. There is nothing connected between this point and this point. So these 2 points have same potential. There is a potential difference of 30 volt. Here there is a potential difference of 30 volt. Between these 2 points also potential difference of 30 volt, 30 volt, 30 volt, 30 volt, 30 volt. So across each resistor there is a potential difference of 30 volt. So with that logic, what you can do is you can find directly I1. I1 is equal to V1 upon R1. What is the voltage across the first branch? Let's say V1. But it is going to be equal to V. V1, V2, V3, all the potential difference are going to be equal because all these resistances are in parallel. So let us call this as V. No need to say V1, or even if you call it as V1, no problem. V1, V2, V3. So I1 will be equal to voltage across this branch divided by resistance of this branch. This resistance is 2 ohm. This resistance is 3 ohm. This resistance is 6 ohm. So V1 upon R1, voltage across first branch divided by resistance of the first branch. Now right now only one resistance is present in the first branch. So V1 is equal to 30 volt divided by R1 is equal to 2 ohm is equal to 15 ampere. Current is measured in ampere. Volt upon ohm is ampere. Volt upon ohm is ampere. Now I2, current through the second branch is equal to voltage across second branch divided by resistance of the second branch. There is only one resistance in the second branch which is equal to 3 ohm. Resistance of the second branch. Voltage across second branch is this total voltage V, which is equal to 30 volt. Which is equal to 30 volt. So 30 divided by 3, which is equal to 10 ampere. which is equal to 10 ampere, and I3 current in the third branch. Current in the third branch is equal to voltage across third branch divided by resistance of the third branch. Voltage across third branch is V3, but V3 is equal to 30. These 2-point potential difference is equal to these 2-point potential equal to this point, and this point is equal to this point. Potential of this point and this point both are same. Potential of this point and this point, they are also same. Okay, because there is nothing connected in between these 2 points. This point and this point. This point and this point. There is only metallic wire. So this point potential is equal to this point potential. Next, V3 upon R3. V3 is equal to potential difference between these 2 points is equal to these 2 points is equal to 30 divided by R3. R3 is 6 ohm. So that is equal to 5 ampere. So I1, I2 and I3 are known. Now current through the battery, current through each resistor, current through each branch we have found out. Now current through the battery, that is equal to I. But this current, sir, I is equal to at any junction or at node. At any junction or at node, charge stored होत नहीं है. So whatever charge is incoming per second should be equal to charge outgoing per second. Charge incoming per second means incoming current, and charge outgoing per second means outgoing current. So all incoming current is equal to all outgoing current. कुठल्याही junction ला, here or here, you can check. All incoming current is equal to all outgoing current. This rule must be satisfied. So all incoming is equal to I. At this point, all incoming current is equal to I. All outgoing is equal to I1, I2 and I3. All outgoing is equal to I1, I2 and I3. So I1 plus I2 plus I3. I1 is equal to 15 ampere. I2 is equal to 10 ampere. I3 is equal to 5 ampere. That is equal to 30 ampere. That is equal to 30 ampere. This is how you will solve this question. Reply in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Write it down and let me know in the chat box. Done. Good. One more option was there to solve the same question. One more option was there. आकाश माझ्या बरोबर लिहून घ्यायचं आहे, माझ्या नंतर नाही. अवर झालं का? सगळं लिहून झाल्यानंतर मग तू लिहायला घेतलास, तसं नाही करायचं. चला, next, there is one more method to solve the same question. What you can do is you can find out equivalent resistance of these three resistances. Equivalent resistance of these three resistances: 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm. 2 ohm in parallel with 3 ohm in parallel with 6 ohm. Now to find the equivalent resistance, you can use the resistance in parallel rule. 1 upon R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 resistance of second branch plus 1 by resistance of third branch. Effectively, resistance between these 2 points is equal to resistance of first branch is equal to 1 upon resistance of first branch plus 1 upon resistance of second branch plus 1 upon resistance of third branch. So total resistance between these 2 points, it's reciprocal. 1 upon R equivalent is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. This is one of the ways to find out equivalent resistance. Answer will be what? Multiply here by 3, multiply here by 2. No need to multiply here. Make the base same. Base समान करून घेतला इथं. 3 न multiply केलं, 3 न multiply केलं. Multiply by 3, multiply by 3, multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6, 6, 6. Answer will be 1. So equivalent resistance will be 1 ohm. So equivalent resistance comes out to be equal to 1 ohm, and now there is a battery. Now there is a battery. Now the battery is of 30 volt, and if you are asked current through the battery, then this point potential is equal to this point potential. This point potential is equal to this point potential. This is the equivalent resistance, and the current through the battery is equal to I. Now this current I will be equal to, between these 2 points there is a potential difference of 30 volt. Between any of these 2 points also the potential difference will be of 30 volt. Across this resistance there is a potential difference of 30 volt, entire battery. So now you can directly first of all find out current through the battery. पहिल्यांदा काय करू शकता, current through the battery calculate करू शकता. What will be that? Current through the battery is equal to potential difference across the battery divided by resistance experienced by the battery, or potential difference across this resistance divided by equivalent resistance. Current through the battery is equal to potential difference of the battery, or terminal potential difference of the battery, divided by equivalent resistance experienced by the battery. Effectively battery ला किती resistance सहन करावा लागला, 1 ohm. So that 30 upon 1 will be equal to 30 ampere. That will be equal to 30 ampere. Okay. In this way you could have found the current through the battery first, which is equal to 30 ampere. Now this 30 ampere will be divided according to the current division principle. According to the current division principle, and the current division principle you already know. If you know the total current, that total current will be divided according to the fraction of conductance. According to the fraction of conductance. For example, if you want to find out I1 will be some fraction of total current. I1 will be some fraction of total current. Total current is 30 ampere, that we know. This we know. What is the fraction? This is a current division principle. So it says that it is a fraction of conductance. Conductance is 1 upon resistance. So 1 upon resistance of my branch divided by conductances of all the branches. Conductance is 1 upon resistance. 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Now R1, R2, R3 are known. R1 is also known. I you have calculated, and now you can calculate I1. Now you can calculate I1. Similarly, to find out I2, what you have to do? You will write conductance fraction, means my conductance divided by all conductance. Conductance is 1 upon resistance. So 1 upon R2 divided by 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 multiplied by total current. And similarly, current through the third branch is conductance of third branch, means reciprocal of resistance, divided by all the conductors. 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3, conductance fraction of total current. Write this down up to this point and let me know in the chat box clear and written. समझून गया? Take your time, understand it. 2 ways to solve the same question. Hmm. 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 Chalo, next. Question number 32. Find current which is passing through the battery. 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm. Eh? Same question again? No, not the same question again. बघूया कोण कोण करेक्ट आन्सर देते. क्वेश्चन नंबर 32. क्वेश्चन नंबर 32. 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm. 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm. Battery, and near the battery they have written 30 volt, comma 1 ohm. Means 30 volt is the EMF of the battery, and 1 ohm is the internal resistance of the battery. This is the method by which internal resistance and the EMF of the cell is given. EMF and internal resistance. This is how sometimes they write near the battery 30 volt comma 1 ohm, means 30 volt is the EMF and 1 ohm is the internal resistance of the battery. Find out current through the battery, current given by the battery. Find out. Tell me the answer. Find out effective resistance experienced by the battery, and current is equal to EMF of the battery divided by equivalent resistance experienced by the battery. Do it. And tell me the answer. Hmm. This is a practical battery. Sarth is saying 30 ampere, wrong answer. 30 ampere was the solution for previous question, not this. Here this battery has internal resistance. Yes, Alam, you are right. या बॅटरीला बाळ इंटरनल रेजिस्टन्स आहे. सो आन्सर 30 एम्पियर कसं येईल? येस परमिता, अद्वैत, हर्ष, येईल. Find out equivalent resistance of this. There is 1 ohm internal resistance to the battery. Check what is the effective resistance experienced by the battery. Should we add battery resistance into equivalent? Should we add? असं का विचारतोस? You should be able to decide on your own whether to add it, subtract it, divide it, multiply it. चेक कर, सिरीज मध्ये आहे का बघ, पॅरलल मध्ये आहे का बघ, का मल्टिप्लाय करायचं आहे बघ दोन रेजिस्टन्सेस. येस समजण्या, राईट. सार्थ, रॉंग आन्सर अगेन. What is equivalent of these three? That is equal to 1 ohm that we have found out. That is equal to 1 ohm. This is the equivalent resistance of this. Let's say this is point A, this is point B. This will be again point A, but this will not be point and this is the point B. Okay, but between point A and B, entire 30 volt will not be available. Entire 30 volt will not be available. Some part will be wasted inside the cell and remaining will be available outside the cell. This is point A, this is point B. Now between point AB there is a battery also. Between point A and B there is a battery also. Given battery is a practical battery. We cannot neglect the internal resistance because value of internal resistance is given in the question. If it is not given, you can take it as 0. Then entire EMF will be available at the outside battery. बॅटरीच्या बाहेर सगळा EMF available असेल, neglecting the internal resistance. But if the internal resistance is present, then we have to draw the practical battery. This is our practical battery converted into ideal battery in series with its own resistance. Let's say this is point C, this is point A. Between point A and C there is 30 volt available, but that 30 volt, out of which some will be available across AB and some will be wasted across BC. Okay. Now the current given by the battery will be I. You can call this as internal resistance small r. You can call this as external resistance R equivalent. So this is the current given by the battery I. Okay, the same current will flow through this resistance. Also will flow inside the battery. Okay, now what you can do is this 30 volt will be utilized in which manner? This 30 volt will be utilized some across AB plus some across BC, some external plus some internal, because this is entirely a series combination. You can see series, these two resistances are in series. Okay, because it's a part of a same branch, they are carrying same current, and they are part of the same branch. Current कुठे divide झालेला नाहीये, current has not split anywhere, so it's the same current which is flowing through the same branch. So these two resistances are to be considered in series, or you could have drawn it like this also. This is our battery which is of 30 volt EMF. This resistance can be drawn here, no problem. या branch वरती कुठेही करता येतो ना. So I could have drawn it like this also. This resistance, external resistance R equivalent, which is equal to 1 ohm, and this resistance R, I could have drawn it here, I could have drawn it here, I could have drawn it here. That's my internal resistance small r, which is also equal to 1 ohm. Now here you can realize that between these 2 points, battery is present and battery is experiencing this much resistance. Between these 2 points, battery is present and battery is experiencing this much resistance, and these two resistors are in series. Similarly, even in this circuit also you can observe that battery is experiencing this resistance as well as this resistance, and these two are in series. Or you could do some rearrangement. You can draw this resistance here, or here also, no problem. I have drawn it here, or here. I have drawn it here so that you can understand between the two terminals, where the battery is present. Between those two same terminals, what is the effective resistance experienced by the battery? That will allow you to calculate total current given by the battery. So total current given by the battery will be equal to potential difference of the battery divided by resistance experienced by the battery, which is equal to these two resistances which are in series, R equivalent plus R equivalent plus internal resistance. So that will be equal to 30 divided by R equivalent is 1 ohm plus small r is equal to 1 ohm. So 30 divided by 1 plus 1. So that is equal to 30 upon 2, which is equal to 15 ampere. Chala, yes, no reply in the chat box, clear and written. चेक करा का डाउट आएगा. Done. Good. Battery has internal resistance. Yes. Find out equivalent resistance between points AB. Find out equivalent resistance between point AB. Equivalent resistance between point AB is equal to question mark. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Point A, point B, point A, point B. Wire, wire. Resistance R, resistance R, resistance R. Find out equivalent resistance between points AB. Do it, tell me the answer. If only wire is present, this point is A, this means automatically this point is also A because only wire is present. According to that logic, solve it. समझना करेक्ट. आलम करेक्ट. अद्वैत रॉन्ग. परमिता करेक्ट. आदित्य मयेकर रॉन्ग. आदित्य करेक्ट. आदित्य परत ट्राय कर बाळ. Series combination है. Is this a series combination? Absolutely no. Yes Akash, you are right. सिद्धी करेक्ट. हा पॉइंट बार ए आहे, मध्ये वायर आहे. वायर मीन्स सेम पॉइंट. दिस इज पॉइंट ए. सर दिस इज ऑल्सो पॉइंट ए. This is point B. This is also point B because there is only wire. Now draw the two extreme points. We want to find out resistance between point A and B. So draw two extreme points A, B. How many points are there in circuit? A and B only. All the points are either A or B. So no need to draw other points. Now after drawing two extreme points, draw this line, and you can, so that you can assume the battery is connected here. If required, you can assume the battery is connected here, so that you can understand whether the given resistances are in series or parallel. Okay, so first of all, draw two extreme points between whom you want to find out equivalent resistance between A and B. So draw extreme points A and B. Then draw all the intermediate points B, A. No intermediate point, no extra point is required. A, B सोडून अजून कुठलाही extra point घ्यायची गरज नाही. Now you can extend this line backwards, this forward, so that you can assume the current entering at this terminal, current leaving at this terminal. That is, effectively you are assuming some battery here. That battery is providing current. The current is entering at A, the current is leaving at B. Now you have to draw all the resistances once again. The first resistance is between points A and B. So draw the first resistance between points A and B. Now don't waste time while drawing that zigzag line. Okay, don't waste time in that. Directly write R. That's what I do when I do rough calculations. Even for capacitors, I am not wasting my time drawing these lines, parallel lines. I just write C. So this first resistance is between points A, B. I draw the resistance between points A and B. Now this resistance is between points B and A. So B and A. The third resistance is between points A and B. Third resistance is between points A and B. हाँ, R पैरेलल, आरन दे पैरेलल, पैरेलल नहीं आहेत का ते? R पैरेलल, R/3, R पैरेलल, R/2, R 4 times parallel, R/4. Why? Check. 1 upon R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, but R1, R2, R3 are equal. So 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R is 3 by R. Taking reciprocal on left side, R equivalent. Taking reciprocal on right side, R upon 3. So R equivalent is R upon 3. That's it. Reply me in the chat box, CW. चलो नेक्स्ट डाउट असेल विचारा. व्हेरी गुड पार्थ. चलो नेक्स्ट. Find current in the resistance P if the voltage supply between A and B is V volt. Find current through, now for resistance let me use RES, current through resistance P. P नावाचा एक resistance आहे. There is a resistance named as P, and we have to find current through that resistance P. Of course, the value of P is given as R. This value is also given as R. This value is given as R. This value is given as R. This is connected here, here, wire, point B, point A. So you can assume current entering at point A, leaving at point B. So A is the extreme point, left extreme point, B is the right extreme point. Current is entering at point A, leaving at point B. Chalo, let us solve this. You have to find current through this resistor. All the resistances are equal, R, but you have to find current through particular resistor. Let's see what is to be done. Chalo, everyone do with me. This is point A. Yes, sir. This is not point A because there is not only wire. इथे का फक्त wire आहे का? नाही. This is certainly a some different point. This is certainly a some. It is certainly a different point. This is point A. There is a resistance. So this is not point A. This is some different point. So call that point as X. So this is an intermediate point X. This is point B. There is only wire. This is point B. This is point B and there is only wire. This is point B. Okay. So check. Each and every point you have named something. प्रत्येक पॉइंटला तुम्ही काही ना काहीतरी नाव दिलं पाहिजे. Next. Now draw left extreme point and right extreme point. Draw left extreme point and right extreme point. Draw left extreme point and right extreme point. Chalo. Left is A, right is B. Left extreme, right extreme. Draw backward line, forward line, so that you can assume current entering here, current leaving here. So that intermediate you can identify whether it is in series or in parallel. Next, draw the intermediate points. Only one intermediate point X is there. So draw here X. Draw here X. Now draw one by one all the resistances. Let us draw this resistance, first resistance between points A and X. Resistance P is between points A and X. हा जो काय P resistance आहे कुठल्या दोन पॉइंट मध्ये आहे A and X. So the resistance P is between points A and X, but its value is R, but its name is resistance P. Its value is R. Next, this resistance is between points A and B. This resistance is between points A and B. A and B. This resistance is between points B and X. This resistance is between points B and X. B and X. B and X. This resistance is between points X and B. This resistance is between points X and B. X and B. Fourth resistance. X and B. X and B. X and B. Now, if you draw it properly, you will realize that this is point A. This is resistance R, which is named as P. This is in between point X. Then these two resistances are in parallel. R parallel, answer is R by 2. R parallel, answer is R by 2. Then the point B is there. And between point A and B, there is effective resistance R. We are asked current through this resistance named as P. Let us take this current as I1. Let us take this current as I2. Let us take current entering at point A, I. Current leaving at point B, I. Same I1 will come here. Will come here. Will come here, I1. Same I2 will come here. Same I2 will come here. I1 and I2 will combine and will again form I. We are asked value of I1. We are asked value of I1. What is potential difference between points A and B? V volt. It is given in the question that potential difference between points A and B is V volt. So right here V volt. Right here V volt. We want to find out value of current through the resistance named as P, so which is equal to I1. So I1 is equal to question mark. I1 is equal to question mark. Now I1 is basically current in the upper branch. I1 is the current in the upper branch. So current in the upper branch is equal to voltage across given branch. What is voltage across given branch? Given branch is A X B. A X B. So voltage across branch A X B divided by resistance of the branch A X B. Divided by resistance of the branch AXB. What is voltage across branch AXB? AXB. What is effective potential difference? It is V. Divided by what is effective resistance between points A and B through the upper branch? These two resistances are in series. For the upper branch, these two resistances are in series. So in series means R plus R by 2. R plus R by 2. R plus R by 2. So V divided by R plus R by 2 is 2R plus 1 is 3R. It is 3R by 2. This 2 in the numerator, that will become 2V upon 3R. 2V upon 3R. That's it. Reply in the chat box, clear and written. So current in the resistance P we have calculated. Write it down, let me know. Hmm. 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 Good. Question 34 over. Find current in 2 ohm resistance. Find current through 2 ohm resistance. Find current through 2 ohm resistance. 120 volt battery. 4 ohm. 4 ohm resistance. 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 21436. 21436. Everything in ohm. We have to find current through 2 ohm resistance. This current you have to find out. This current you have to find out. Current through 2 ohm resistance means current in this branch. Current in this branch. Not a big deal. Now let us start assigning currents. Let us start assigning current. This is higher potential terminal. This is ultimately lower potential terminal decided by the battery. Current will start flowing like this. I. Here current will realize that there are 3 paths. To reach this point there are 3 paths. Between these 2 points there are 3 paths. This is first. Let us call it as I1. This is second. Let us call it as I2. And this is third. Let us call it as I3. Now here the same current I2 will be there. Same current I2 will be there. Here same current I3 will be there. I3 will come here. Now at this point, everyone observe carefully. At this point, I2 and I3 will combine and that will form I2 plus I3. That will form I2 plus I3. In this branch, the current will be I2 plus I3. Okay. I1 is directly here. I1 directly reached at this point, no problem. I1 directly reached at this point. I2 traveled like this, reached here. I3 traveled like this, reached here. At this point, I2 and I3 will combine and will form I2 plus I3. And that will again flow towards the lower potential terminal. This current is again I2 plus I3. Again I2 plus I3. This I2 plus I3 and I1 will again form I. Will again form I. This I2 plus I3 and the I1 will again form I. Again will combine here and will again give you I. That I current will flow through 4 ohm resistance and will ultimately go back to the battery. Is the current allocation clear to all of you? Clear and written. Current allocation. Ultimately, current should flow from higher potential to lower potential. So higher to lower. Now we want to find current through 2 ohm resistance means we want to find I3. So I3 is equal to question mark. I3 is equal to question mark. We have to simplify this circuit so that we can find out I3. Let's do this. What I am going to do is this. Ultimately, I want to find I3. Yes. So I will find out effective resistance of this branch because this is a branch. Current का split झालाय का? नाही. Same current I3 is flowing through both the resistances 2 ohm and 1 ohm. So 2 ohm and 1 ohm are in series. Okay, that series combination and this 6 ohm resistance are in parallel. That series combination 2 and 1 and this 6 ohm resistance are in parallel, then I will find out parallel combination of that. Then the parallel combination of these two resistances and this 4 ohm resistance is in series, and the answer of that will be in parallel with the 3, and that will be in series with the 4 and this 4, and that will give me effective resistance. Slowly I will do this, but of course whatever I am talking right now can be done orally. Okay, I can solve this question orally without the help of calculation. For example, let me try to do it. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 ohm. That 3 ohm is in parallel with 6 ohm. 3 ohm is in parallel with 6 ohm. 3 and 6 parallel, R and 2 are parallel, 2 r upon 3. 3 and 6 parallel, 6 upon 2 r upon 3 means 6 upon 3. Okay, R 2 are parallel, 3 means R, 6 means 2R. So 2R upon 3 means 6 upon 3. 6 upon 3 will become 2. That 2 ohm resistance and this 4 ohm resistance. That 2 ohm resistance and this 4 ohm resistance are in series. So that will become 6 ohm. That 6 ohm resistance, now answer of all these, will be equal to 6 ohm. That 6 ohm resistance and this 3 ohm resistance are in parallel. Again R2 are parallel. R2 are parallel, 2R upon 3. Right now 2R is 6. So 6 upon 3. Again the answer will become 2 ohm. So between these 2 points, effective resistance of 2 ohm. So that 2 ohm plus this 4 ohm plus this 4 ohm, all those are in series. 4 ohm, 2 ohm and 4 ohm. 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 4 10. So that will give me effective resistance between these 2 points, which is equal to 10 ohm. The resistance of the battery, voltage of the battery is 120 volt. Resistance experienced by the battery, total resistance experienced by the battery means resistance between these 2 points. Between these 2 points, effective resistance of 10 ohm. So that 10 ohm and this 120 volt. So what is the current given by the battery? 120 volt divided by 10 ohm. Potential difference upon resistance. 120 upon 10 is 12. So 12 ampere current will be this value I. 12 ampere current will be this value I. Now this 12 ampere current has to move from this point to this point, but there are different paths. Okay, there are different paths. So figure out first what is the value of I1. So remaining value will split between these 2 points, because to find I1 it is easy. Why? Or if you don't want to find I1, that is also okay. What you can do is you can do the backward calculation. Means what? Let me show you here. सिंपल बॅकवर्ड कॅल्क्युलेशन कसं करता येईल सांगतो. एकदा 12 एम्पियरचा करंट मिळाला तर त्यानंतर काय करायचं, 12 एम्पियर इज टू बी split into I1, I2 and I3. But this branch of I1 is not directly parallel with I2. It is not directly parallel with I3. I2 branch and I3 branch are parallel. I2 and I3 are parallel between these 2 points. But I1 branch is a separate branch. It is not directly parallel to I2. सेम पॉइंट्स आहेत का, स्टार्ट पॉइंट एंड पॉइंट सेम नाही आहे. I2 चा स्टार्ट पॉइंट इथं आहे, एंड पॉइंट इथं आहे. I1 चा स्टार्ट पॉइंट इथं आहे, एंड पॉइंट इथं आहे. So I1 and I2 are not in parallel. Okay, try to understand. Now let us try to find out effective current given by the battery first, and then we will do the further analysis. Okay, there are other ways also to solve the same question. There are other ways also. Slowly we will move on to those ways. Okay, but let us first find out effective resistance experienced by the battery. Okay, draw the battery once again. 4 ohm resistance once again. Call this point as X, call this point as Y, call this point as Z. This is point X. Now between X and Z, draw here Z. between point X and Z, 2 ohm, 1 ohm are in series. So 2 ohm, 1 ohm are in series. So that will become 3 ohm. That will become 3 ohm. That 3 ohm is between point X and Z. This 6 ohm is also in between X and Z. 6 ohm. Now this is point Y. Between point X and Y there is 3 ohm. Here is a resistance of 4 ohm between Z and Y. 4 ohm. And again here there is a resistance of 4 ohm. This is 120 volt battery. Now this 3 ohm and 6 ohm both are in parallel. Okay. Here in this branch whose effective resistance was 3 ohm, the current was I3. In this branch the current was I2. Here the current was I1. Here the current is I. Same I3 is flowing in this branch. Same I2, same I3, I2, I3 combine will give you I2 plus I3 here. Same I2 plus I3 will flow here. Same I1 will come down here, and I1 will combine with I2 plus I3 will again give you I. Now this 3 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel between point X and Z. This is the first branch, this is the second branch. 3 ohm, 6 ohm parallel. R1, R2 parallel. R1, R2 parallel. R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This is what you can do. If you don't know the trick, you can do R1, R2 upon R1 plus R2. 3 into 6 upon 3 plus 6. 3 into 6 upon 3 plus 6. 3 into 6 is 18 upon 3 plus 6 is 9. That will be 2 ohm, or simply this is resistance R, this is 2R. R in parallel with 2R, answer is 2R upon 3. This is R, its double value 2R. So answer is 2R upon 3. What is 2R? 2R is 6. 2R is 6 upon 3 upon 3. 6 upon 3, 2. Same answer मिळालं असतं. Same answer मिळालं असतं. Okay. These are the rough calculations. Now 3 and 6 combine. Between point X and Z there is an effective resistance of 2 ohm. So draw point X, draw point Y. Now between point X and Z, so draw point Z. This is 4 ohm resistance between Y and Z. Between X and Z effectively there is 3 ohm, 6 ohm parallel means 2 ohm. But now between these two branches, what is the current? I2 and I3. So that should be written as I2 plus I3. Now here the current will be I2 plus I3. Because you have combined these two branches, you have to combine the currents of the branches also, I2 plus I3. Now here the current flowing will be I2 plus I3. Try to understand. Next, here the resistance is 4. There is a battery as well, 120 volt. Here there is a resistance of 4. This is your point Y. Between point X and Y, there is a resistance of 3 ohm. Between point X and Y, there is a resistance of 3 ohm. Now, this current is I. This current is I1. This is I2 plus I3. Same I2 plus I3 will flow here. Same I2 plus I3 will flow here. Will flow here. Same I2 plus I3 and I1 will combine at this point, and again it will form I, and again it will form I. That I will go into the battery. परत तो बॅटरीच्या आत जाईल. Now these two resistances between point X and Y are in series. I2 plus I3 same current is flowing through 2 ohm and 4 ohm. Same current चाललाय 2 ohm आणि 4 ohm मधून. So let me draw it here. If the current is same, So and the same branch is there. Same branch hai na? This is same branch between point X and Y. This is the same branch. So 2 ohm plus 4 ohm, 6 ohm. Let me draw points X and Y. X and Y. Between point X and Y, 2 ohm and 4 ohm in series. That is equal to 6 ohm. That is equal to 6 ohm. Between point X and Y, there is a 3 ohm. There is a 3 ohm. Okay. Now here you have 4. Here you have 4. Here you have 120 volt battery. Now this current, this 2 ohm and 4 ohm you have combined as 6 ohm, and in the 6 ohm branch the current is I2 plus I3. The current is I2 plus I3, and here the current is I1. Same I1 will flow here, same I2 plus I3 will flow here, and it will again form I1. It will again form I1. Sorry, again form I, not I1. This I1, this I2 plus I3. Okay. Now, what is parallel combination of this? R1, R2 upon R1 plus R2. Now, these two are in parallel. So, this 120 volt battery, this 4 ohm, actually this 4 ohm and this 4 ohm, you can directly write 8 ohm, no problem, because they are in series. Okay, they are in series. You will realize that here. This is point X, this is point Y. 3 in parallel with 6. R, 2R parallel. Answer is 2R upon 3. R in parallel with 2R. Answer is 2R upon 3. So 3 parallel with 6. 6 means 2R. So 6 means 2R. 2R is 6 upon 3 as it is. Answer will be 2. Or you can just do R1, R2 upon R1 plus R2. So that will give you answer as 2 ohm. Okay. Now you will realize that between these 2 points, these 3 resistances are in series. What is the current in this resistance? I. Because I1 and I2 plus I3, these two branches you have combined. I1 and I2 plus I3, these two branches you have combined. So same, combine the current also. I1 plus I2 plus I3. I1 plus I2 plus I3 means I. Next, draw it, write it along with me. Now, between these 2 points, this is a series combination of 3 resistances. Current, same current I is flowing through 3 resistances, and it is a single branch. Current कुठेही split नाही झाला. Current has not split. So 4 ohm plus 2 ohm plus 4 ohm. 4 plus 2 plus 4. 4 plus 4 8. 8 plus 2 10. So battery is effectively experiencing a resistance of 10 ohm. To find out effective resistance चा क्वेश्चन झाला तुमचा सॉल्व 10 ओहम म्हणून. Up to this, reply me in the chat box clear and written. This is current I, CW. Hmm. Hmm. Sir, so we should always simplify the circuit? Question mark. It depends on the question. गरज असेल तर सिम्प्लिफाय कर. ऑलवेज सिम्प्लिफाय म्हणजे व्हाट आर यू आस्किंग? गरज नसेल तर मी का सिम्प्लिफाय करेन? नाही करणार. गरज असेल तर नक्की सिम्प्लिफाय करणार. One method I am showing in which I will find out total current given by the battery and then I will keep on dividing the current. त्यानंतर मी करंट डिवाइड करत राहणार. ती मेथड आता मी तुम्हाला दाखवायला लागलो. स्वतःची मेथड पण आपण डेव्हलप करू शकतो आपल्याला जसं पाहिजे तसं. एक स्टँडर्ड मेथड आता तुम्हाला सांगितली जाते. ओके. Now we know the value of current I is equal to 120 volt upon 10 ohm, which is equal to 12 ampere, which is equal to 12 ampere. Okay. So now we know the current is 10 ampere, which is given by the battery. All right. And we want to find out this current. Absolutely fine. What we will do is this. What we will do is this. Between point X and Y, I will find out potential difference. If I find potential difference between point X and Y, then I will find potential difference between X and Z. Once I get potential difference between X and Z, I will divide potential difference between point X and Z divided by resistance of this I3 branch. Divided by resistance of this I3 branch. Potential difference upon resistance will give me current. Okay, that's my plan. So to find out potential difference between point XY, check which is the suitable circuit. To find potential difference between point X and Y, this is the most suitable circuit. Why? Because there is only one resistance between point X and Y. Effective resistance between point X and Y is known in this circuit. So what I will do is, I will check in this circuit the current is I. See, now I am doing the backward calculation. That's what I said. After reaching this, you have to go back once again. This current I is 12 ampere. I think I made a mistake. Yes, 12 ampere. So that current is equal to 12 ampere. Now the backward calculation starts. Backward calculation starts. 12 ampere into 2 ohm. 12 ampere into 2 ohm is 24 volt. So between point X and Y, there is a potential drop of 24 volt. 24 volt. Now I have to check the circuit containing X and Z, so that I can find out the potential difference between points X and Z. So here there is no X and Z. Here there is no X and Z. So, or what I can do is, no, I want X and Z only. I could have found out I1. That is also okay. Between point X and Y, chalo. Between point X and Y, there is a potential difference of 24 volt. Between point X and Y, there is a potential difference of 24 volt. Now, I1 will be equal to potential difference upon resistance of my branch. So, I1 is equal to 24 upon 3. Potential difference upon resistance. Potential difference upon resistance. 24 upon 3. That will be equal to 8 ampere. So, I1 will be equal to 8 ampere. I1 will be equal to 8 ampere. And the remaining current will be equal to what? This total current is equal to 12 ampere. See how the backward calculations are being done. Total current I is equal to 12 ampere. This is 12 ampere, out of which 8 ampere is going down. And the rightward current will be equal to then 4 ampere. I2 plus I3 value will be equal to 4 ampere. Yes. Now understand here. I2 plus I3 value is I2 plus I3 value. I2 plus I3 value is 4 ampere. Total value 4 ampere. Okay. Now what you can do is this. You know the total current for the branches I2 and I3. You know the total current for the branches I2 and I3. So now you can forget everything else and we'll focus on this I2 and I3 only. Further calculation, the point X, the point Z and this point. Now this is my I3 current which I want to find out. Okay, this is I2. I have forgotten about everything else. I am focusing only on I2 and I3. I am focusing only on I2 and I3. For I3 branch, effective resistance is 2 ohm plus 1 ohm. That is equal to 3 ohm. Okay, and for I2 branch, effective resistance is 6 ohm. Effective resistance is 6 ohm. Forget about everything else. Forget about everything else. Now this current is I2 plus I3. Forget about this I1. Focus only on I2 and I3. Learn the new methods. Learn the techniques. I2 plus I3. Now this I2 plus I3 value I am known it is 4 ampere. So 4 ampere current is here. 4 ampere current is coming here, and this current is splitting between two branches, I2 branch and I3 branch. I2 and I3 both are in parallel. Now for the current division principle, you know that current divides if the resistances are in parallel. Current divides according to the law of according to the ratio of conductance. According to the ratio of conductance. So I3 will be equal to what? I3 will be equal to what? I3 will be some fraction of total current. I3 will be equal to, this I3 will be equal to fraction of conductance, some fraction of total current. Total current is I2 plus I3. I2 plus I3. What is the fraction? Conductance fraction. My conductance 1 upon 3 divided by all the conductances 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. Rearrangement. 1 by 3 divided by 6 plus 3 divided by 6 into 3. 1 by 3, 1 by 3 cancel. This 6 in the numerator. Sorry. Multiplied by I2 plus I3. I2 plus I3 is 4 ampere. I2 plus I3 is 4 ampere. 1 by 3, 1 by 3 cancel. This 6 in the numerator. Divided by 6 plus 3 is 9. Multiplied by this 4. So that becomes 24 by 9. That becomes 24 upon 9. That's my I3 value. Let me know in the chat box. Clear and written. 24 by 9. Their answer is 8 by 3. Not a big deal. 8 by 3. So I3 is the current through 2 ohm resistance. I3 is the current through 2 ohm resistance. 8 by 3. CW. Hmm. 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 It seems lengthy, but it's actually very easy. It only seems lengthy, but it's not. Okay. Let me read the chat box. एवढे मोठे सर्किट एक्झामला येतो का? What are we asking? This is not a big circuit. याला बिग सर्किट म्हणतच नाही. बिग सर्किट मोठं असतं. This can be done orally. I have found effective resistance orally as 10 ohm. 12 volt, 120 volt upon 10 ohm, that will be equal to 12 volt. असलं काही विचारायचं नाही. एवढं मोठं एक्झामला येतं का वगैरे. काही विचारतोय आम्ही. एवढं मोठं म्हणजे काय? हे मोठं आहे का? मग आमची कॅपॅसिटीच नाही आहे एवढं सर्किट सॉल्व्ह करायची. काहीच नाही आहे हे सर्किट. ओके, लिटरली दिस सर्किट इज नथिंग. यू कॅन फाइंड आउट इफेक्टिव्ह रेजिस्टन्स ऑफ दिस सर्किट काय आहे. सिरीज, पॅरलल, सिरीज, पॅरलल, सिरीज, एवढंच आहे. अँड देन सम स्लाइड बॅकवर्ड कॅल्क्युलेशन. थोडंसं बॅकवर्ड कॅल्क्युलेशन केलं की पट 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 करंट मिळायला चालू होतात. करंट साठी काय पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स कॅल्क्युलेट करायचे असतात. इफेक्टिव्ह रेजिस्टन्स चेक करा काय काय आहेत, ऑलरेडी माहित आहेत. Let me show you one more method. Let me show you one more method in which I will be using voltage division principle rather than finding current and current division principle. I will be trying to use the voltage division principle. Try to understand. Try to understand. I will effectively find out voltage across 2 ohm resistance. मी 2 ohm resistance च्या across voltage काढणार, voltage upon resistance करणार, करंट मिळेल. किंवा between point xz potential difference काढणार, divided by I3 branch चा resistance करणार. Potential difference divided by resistance will give me current I3. Now how I am going to do that? It is this 120 volt 120 volt कसे कसे यूज केले जातील? Some across this 4 ohm, then between point X and Y, and again across 4 ohm. Okay, I have to bring the series combination first. Okay, so that I can divide the voltage 120 volt. So I will call this as V1, voltage across this. I will call this as V2, voltage across X and Y, and the remaining voltage V3. Okay, now I have to find effective resistance between point X and Y. Observe करा फक्त, fast method है. Between point X and Y, what is the effective resistance between point X and Y? 2 and 2 plus 1, it is equal to 3 ohm. 3 ohm in parallel with 6 ohm. R 2R parallel, answer is 2R upon 3. So answer is 2 ohm. So this branch, I3 branch and I2 branch will give me 3 ohm. Sorry, 6 ohm upon 3. 3 ohm and 6 ohm parallel. R 6R, sorry, R 2R parallel. 3 and 6 parallel means R 2R parallel. Answer is 2R upon 3. That is equal to 2. या दोघांचा इफेक्टिव्ह काय आला? 2 ohm. That 2 ohm plus this 4 ohm. 2 ohm plus 4 ohm in series. Okay, 2 ohm plus 4 ohm series. That becomes 6 ohm. So between point X and Y, there is a 6 ohm. Between point X and Y, there is a 6 ohm. Understand? Effective combination of these two. Effective combination of these two is 2 ohm. This 2 ohm and this 4 ohm are in series. This 2 ohm means entire this combination we are talking about. Entire this combination is equal to 2 ohm. That 2 ohm, sorry, my mistake. This combination we are talking about. Initially we did this combination. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. That 3 in parallel with 6. That will be equal to 2 ohm. So between these 2 points, there is 2 ohm. That 2 ohm plus this 4 ohm, 6 ohm. So between point X and Y, you have 3 ohm and 6 ohm parallel. Okay, 2 ohm and 6 ohm parallel. Or let me show it here because I have drawn too many things on the same diagram. Now you will understand it. 2 ohm and ohm series. Forget about it. Write there 3. 3 ohm, 3 ohm. Have I made a mistake? I think I have. What is the circuit? Okay, here there is a 6, 2, 1. Okay, 2 ohm, 1 ohm series. Forget about them. Write there 3. 3 ohm, 6 ohm parallel. R to R parallel. 2R upon 3. Answer is 2 ohm. Forget about this. Write there 2 ohm. This 2 ohm and 4 ohm in series. 2 ohm and 4 ohm in series. Forget about them. Write 6 ohm. 6 ohm, 3 ohm parallel. R to R parallel. 2R upon 3. Answer is 2. Forget about them. Write there 2 ohm. Right there 2 ohm. That's it. Now I got here 2 ohm. Now I got here 2 ohm. To find out V2 means potential difference between point X and Y. What I will do? V2 will be equal to resistance fraction of total potential because these three resistances are in series. These three resistances are in series. So V2 will be equal to resistance fraction means my resistance divided by voltage division principle. My resistance divided by all the resistances. 4 plus 2 plus 4. Just observe. That will become 2 divided by 10 multiplied by total potential. Total potential was 120 multiplied by total potential. Total potentials are resistance fraction multiplied by total potential. 0, 0 cancel. 12 into 2 is 24. So there is 24 volt between points X and Y. There is 24 volt between point X and Y. Now I will draw entire circuit once again. Entire circuit once again. 2 ohm, 1 ohm, 6 ohm, 3 ohm. Now here also 4 ohm. My next try is to find out voltage between point X and Y, X and Z, X and Z, because I want this current. So I will forget everything else behind this. I will forget everything else behind this. Now there is 24 volt. Okay, there is 24 volt. It will be spent. It will be spent. Potential difference of 24 volt will be spent like this. Some potential between point X and Z, and remaining between X and Y. So again, 2 and 3 in series, 2 and 3 series, that will become 2 and 1, 2 and 1 in series, that will become 3, that will become 3. Now this 3 and 6 parallel, R2 are parallel, answer is 2R upon 3, answer is 2. Forget about this, right there 2, right there 2. Now between point X and Z there is 2 ohm, and here it is 4 volt, 4 ohm. If you observe this, 24 volt is directly available across this 3 ohm. Forget about it. I1 branch, forget about it. I1 branch, forget about it. Focus only on X, Z and Y branch. Between point X and Y, focus on X, Z and Y branch. Okay, draw it properly. Draw it properly. 24 volt is available across this 3 ohm resistance. And here there is a 2 ohm resistance like this. This is point X and this is point Z. And from Z to Y, this is your point Y. Z to Y there is 4 ohm. So now you can observe that this 2 ohm and 4 ohm are in series. This 3 in parallel with this branch. This 3 is in parallel with this branch. So here total voltage of 24 volt will be available. Here also total voltage of 24 volt will be available. Okay, we want to find potential difference between point X and Z. So now again I will call potential difference between point X and Z as x1, V1, and between point Z and Y as V2. So this entire available potential difference 24 volt will be some available across 2 ohm, and remaining will be available across 4 ohm. Voltage division principle. If the resistances are in series, you can use the voltage division principle. Between point X and Y, you know total voltage between point X and Y. That total voltage is 24 volt. So what is voltage across 2 ohm resistance? That is equal to V1 is equal to, or Vxz is equal to, my resistance divided by all resistance 2 plus 4 multiplied by total voltage, resistance fraction of total voltage. Total voltage for this branch XY is, total voltage किती आहे 24 volt. So that will become 2 into 24 upon 2 plus 4 is 6. 24 upon 6 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. That is equal to 8 volt. So this is the potential difference between point X and Z. 8 volt. Now let me draw the circuit once again. Now I know the potential difference between point X and Z. Between this point and this point, there is a potential difference of what? 8 volt. So for this branch, potential difference is of 8 volt. What is current I3? Current I3 is equal to potential difference upon resistance. Potential difference across this branch is 8 volt divided by resistance of this branch, I3 branch. Resistance of I3 branch is 2 ohm plus 1 ohm, 2 ohm plus 1 ohm, 3 ohm. That's how I can use the voltage division principle to find out the answer. Enjoy it? Reply me in the chat box. By practice only you will say that, sir, these are very easy things. मजा येईल तुम्हाला हे करताना. I use current division principle also. I found equivalent resistance also. I use voltage division principle also. आणि मी voltage division principle पण वापरतो. थोडीशी गणित सोडवावे लागतील. You have to check which method is best fit for you. तुम्हाला कुठली मेथड जास्त सोपी जाते. You have to check that. Okay. Only then you will say yes, this one is easy or that one is easy. Okay. But still we can deal with these circuits. Okay. These are not large circuits. हे काय फार मोठे सर्किट नाही आहेत. Okay. Fine. So are the things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you? Everyone, fast. Okay. Yes. थोडंसं tricky वाटेल. Let it be. Starting ला पहिल्यांदा शिकताना tricky वाटतंय. We will solve the examples based on such circuits, and then you will find that these are very easy things, sir. Okay. चलो. Yes. त्यामुळे या सर्किट्सना जरा पण घाबरू नका. ओके. आरामात सॉल्व्ह करता तुम्ही एक्झाम मध्ये. चलो बाय. चलो. यस.